Hello, YouTube.
Oh, you can.
It's me, Jordan, and
Jimmy.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
my brother.
Yeah. Road
Road trip to Canada, our hometown. We're gonna go visit family and friends, and it's exciting. So we've been driving all night.
Yep.
We started yesterday. We went to a funeral.
Uncle Gary was quite the man. He was an ace fighter pilot in the Vietnam War, an amazing husband, father, dad, leader, friend. We'll miss you, Uncle Gary.
We rested just outside of Portland for about 2 to 3 hours.
Portland just through Seattle and before you went the road.
Yeah, it was more like water skiing. Yeah, that was fun.
Lots of fun.
It's supposed to rain all day today, so we get to travel in the rain, which will be fun. Maybe a little snow. Anyways, beautiful here. The rain, everything's green, trees are giant. I love, love, love the West Coast. So pretty. We're in Canada and woohoo!
If you haven't driven through British Columbia, I highly recommend you put that on your bucket list. The Fraser Valley is ridiculously beautiful. It is one of my favorite places in the world.
Okay, so sing on.
Hello.
Since we were kids, every time we come to the States, we drive through Cache Creek, and the one place that we would stop always, religiously, was right here at Dairy Queen in Cache Creek.
Yep.
And so Jimmy and I are here today, reliving our childhood, eating a blizzard.
Okay, so we just finished the blizzard.
Too much chocolate. Yeah, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
We made it to Burns Lake. We're coming to church. This is the branch that I grew up in, and so excited to see everybody. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so this is where my skills as a YouTuber really come into question. I got no video or footage of anyone from church, so you'll just have to take my word for it. Everyone there is awesome, and it's just like coming home. Also, we stayed last night in Prince George with my cousins, Stephen and Vivian, and their family, and that was awesome. And now we are on the road to Clint Lambert's house. So growing up, every Sunday we got together as friends and played these crazy board games. They varied, but mostly it was Axis and Allies. And every week we came up with different strategies, and it was so much fun. A bunch of nerds playing board games. This is old school, baby. Anyway, so Steven and Dale and Jimmy and myself and Clint is going to be hoot. And I also got no footage from that, so, you just have to take my word for it. It was awesome. Again, did I mention I suck? It's finally time for the main event, snowmobiling. Kent invited me to come up and go snowmobiling with him this spring, and Kent and Tanya were kind enough to host me and take me out on this amazing adventure, and so grateful for them. So much fun. It was awesome. So at this point, I am having a blast. The trail right in is awesome. To these guys, this is just the commute to get to the fun stuff, but for me, it was awesome. It had just snowed like 5 inches or something like that. No other tracks. We're like the only ones out there. It's awesome. So this cabin that we pull up to is like maybe a little over halfway or something up to the mountain. And this is like, just like, you know, it's the Snowmobile Club cabin. Anyone can use it. The scenery is like breathtaking, and I find it just so crazy that I'm actually here in this part of the world, out in the middle of freaking nowhere on these snowmobiles. It's so much fun.
Somebody went around?
Yeah.
I went right over top.
We saw the tree go.
Oh yeah.
If I had just one wish, it'd be for world peace. Okay, and then second to that would be that everybody in the world could experience this trip. it's super fun watching and being part of the action and the adrenaline. That's awesome. But I'm telling you that this experience, and especially this part of it, it was spiritual. It was awe-inspiring. I couldn't even talk when I got up to the top of it. It took my breath away. It was unreal.
I've been up here hundreds of times, and every time I break over and see this, especially on a really beautiful day, I always go, it always catches my breath, and I'm just like,
You can't describe it.
Backwards, like, get out, go around. Go around.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we're here at Smithers Ski Resort. This is the mountain I learned to ski on, and I'm so excited to be back. But it's like we've got the whole crew together. We've got Kent and his crew, and Clint and his crew. We got me and Jimmy. And yeah, we're pretty excited. It's gonna be an awesome day. This is Clint's debut, first day skiing in 23 years, baby. Let's go.
Keep the camera on.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay, tradition says you go first, Clint.
No. So this is the legendary Alpenhorn run.
Oh, that's not good.
Coolie run. Hey, if we're gonna have to go, we gotta. I gotta go all the way. Ran out of rope. Holy crap. Well, at this point, 15 minutes in, and I know it's only my friends still watching this, so I just have to say, I love you guys. Of everything that I have seen in this life, all the mountains and oceans and all the adventures that I've been in, the absolute best thing, the thing that spices up life more than anything, is friends. Friends either inside or outside your family, but friends. And I feel like I am the luckiest man on earth. Thank you so much, Kent, for inviting me up and taking me on this adventure. And thanks to all of my Canadian friends. I wouldn't be the person I am today without you.